All right, guys, it's all you.
Hello, my name is Raymond, and I'm the CEO and in charge of marketing.
Hello everyone, I'm Waste, and I'm the CEO and in charge of finance, and together we are the founders of the RuuN app.
The problem we are trying to solve is how to dress. People not knowing how to dress and what to wear for the occasion.
So we chose college students between the ages of 18 and 30 because we feel that they have the busiest schedules and have little time to plan ahead. We conducted around 250 interviews online and in person, and found that over 70% of people have the problem of getting ready. So our app looks to solve this problem by picking out outfits based on your occasion and your wardrobe, and deciding what to wear should be the least of a busy individual's worries.
So how it works is you would go into the calendar page of the app and select the occasion for each day of the week, and based on that, the app will give you 2 outfit suggestions per day. If you don't like those suggestions, you can select one manually through the app. Our competition, we really don't have any direct competitors. Our only close competitor will be the Trunk Club, but they charge around $150 to $250 dollars per outfit, and whereas we charge $299 for every 6 months, and we give you outfit suggestions based on your own wardrobe.
So our app is one of a kind in that there's nothing like it on the market, and it looks to keep you both punctual and fashionable, and we believe that these are two keys to success.
Our market size, through our research, we found out there's approximately 900,000 college students in Illinois, and we got this information from the Illinois Board of Education.
So we'll perform a concierge method to our MVP. We will perform this by selecting individuals and handpicking out outfits for them based on their occasion and their wardrobe.
So our financial model is we'll bring in revenue through our subscription-based fee, which is $299 every 6 months, and also we will have in-app ads.
So some expenses for the app will include the development to make the app, the cost to host the app in the App Store, and also web advertisements.
So this is what we had for the 6 months. It was anywhere from like $24 to $30 for 6 months of the hosting of the website. Also for the domain name is $10 to $15, and we really wanted to push our advertisement throughout our social media, so we had $200 set out for the advertisement on social media. So the total will be anywhere from $240 to $250. Oh yeah, the only question we had for you is why wouldn't you invest in our
One is, how do you go about tracking or, let's see, if somebody has a closet closet full of clothes,
Right.
and you're picking them out for them, right? How are you gonna upload their closet to your site?
Oh, exactly. It's actually through an app, but we were talking to our mentor, and he's not here today, but he was telling us that there's he knows a couple of app developers, and he said that there's a process where you can actually scan all your clothes into the app itself, and it will just scan into the app, and then we would go into like t-shirts based on it will go into categories based on what clothing article it is.
And then what kind of challenge would you run into as far as your taste for this individual versus their taste?
It's not really based on taste, it's more of like coordination, and it goes also based off the weather. So it's basically just off of coordination, color coordination, and just
And
weather.
also like the occasion. So if you were to have, let's say, a dinner party to go to, you would that would dress you different from, like, let's say on a Sunday, and yeah, you're just around the house. So it would give you, different outfits depending on the occasion, like
Yeah.
business casual, formal.
Yeah, like I said, you would actually select the occasion, and based on the occasion of the day, the app will give you a suggestion. So if I had a meeting, it would probably give me like a shirt and tie, whereas if I'm just staying at home, it'd probably give me like sweats.
This is a digital version of Garanimals back for some of us that are of that age.
Okay, so help me a little bit on understanding, what it exactly is that you're going to do for $299 for 6 months. Tell me again, what is it, I've got a wardrobe, and I'm gonna pay you, is it $299?
No, it's $2.99.
It's $2.99?
Yeah. For a 6-month subscription.
For 6, okay, so it's gonna cost me $6 or less a year, right?
Yeah.
And, okay, and what is it that you're going to do for that $6 exactly?
So basically, it would organize your wardrobe, so you would have all your clothing in categories, and also you would be able to like go through your wardrobe just through your phone. So another concept we had was like if you're at the store and you buy a shirt, you don't know exactly what pants you have, you can just pull up your app and look exactly what like every pant you have to see what goes with the shirt.
Okay. So you know Jamal Myers from the Blackhawks, you know who he is? Anyone?
Yeah.
He's on like Comcast Sports and what have you. He's always dressed really super styling and, I mean, crazy good, right? He's now starting a line of clothing, and then he helps with picking out the different types of clothing. Would you ever consider possibly partnering with a manufacturer and then offering sales and then upsell a little bit?
We actually did think about that. We wanted to like have like, well, this was like for future plans. We wanted to see like how, like what occasion the person is dressing for, and based on that, we would suggest a store to shop at, something like that. And maybe we could partner up with a couple stores. And
We also get, like he was saying, have advertisements in the app. So if we were to partner with anybody, they would have advertisements to link them to their company.
so we would, based on the mostly what, suppose if I work at an office and I'm wearing shirts and ties for 5 times of the week, I would get them to go to like more like suppose like Banana Republic or something. So they have more like dressy clothes. So that's what that is.
And I'm just trying to figure out, we've got an addressable market, right? I think you said it was 900,000 students, and then you, in Illinois, and then you said anywhere between 18 years old and 30 years old, right? And if how many of those do you need? So the app's going to cost X number of dollars, you're going to have to pay eventually salaries, and how many students are you going to need to sign up for a $3 app in order to go ahead and be profitable?
Well, we were just looking for college students locally, but we hope for it to grow like nationally.
But I
and
mean,
bring in
we're
revenue.
not really sure how much it would cost. It would be, obviously it would be a lot of people,
Right.
because the app will cost, like, you were saying $60,000, like, minimum, so, we haven't really thought about that, like, how much it would take to actually start making profits. But
Yeah, I think, one thing you might wanna consider, kind of like Jim's alluding to a little bit, is go to manufacturers. I think there's Hart, Schaffner, and Marks, let's say, for instance. Now, I know that's not the target market you're after, but they're locally here. Go to whoever designers, or clothing designers that fit your target market, and say, hey, what if I help sell your clothes? What if I put an app together that mix matches your clothing line to our particular audience? Now, it doesn't cost you anything, they know what they want to match up in their clothing line. Now what you're doing is remarketing that to your target audience. And then you advertise for them on your website, and they help pay for your website and all that other stuff.
Can I go back a little bit?
Yeah.
First of all, I'm really impressed that you did 350-some interviews.
Oh, we actually probably did more than that. We just do interviews like all the time when we go to live.
Then so tell us, what do people do now?
Well, usually when they're rush in the morning, let's say, they usually just pick out anything in their closet, sweats,
Yeah.
or anything like that doesn't match really.
Yeah, so like, we were talking to just like students, and they were telling us that, if they didn't have the time in the morning, they would just wear whatever and leave.
Right.
They didn't really have the time to like sit there and pick out their clothing. So,
And some people just don't like care about fashion, so.
So their solution is leave for anything,
Right,
walk
right.
out the door.
or be late sometimes at school.
Yeah, so we're trying to save them time and also keep them fashionable.
Okay, what do you know about the people that are most likely to be your customers? Are they predominantly men, women?
So based on our interviews, we actually had like just a mix of all of them. Like we said, we had like around 70% of everyone saying yes to like they would buy that. Like just because they do care about how they look, but they just don't have the time to like
Okay,
wake
so
up.
I'm hearing from you that the biggest benefit is time.
Time, yeah, that's what we were
It's more
focused on.
efficient
Time.
use of your
Convenient, yeah.
time.
Yes.
And then perhaps the other benefit is you don't look like a schmuck walking out.
Exactly.
Okay, those are pretty good benefits. How are you going to test this in your MVP? Because you're not gonna get crazy amounts of money to build
Right,
an
yeah.
app unless your investors are confident
Yes.
that this is,
We're actually looking to go into Conrad's home and pick out outfits for him and see.
where's
if he-
Conrad? Raise your hand.
I don't think
Really?
he needs
You
help.
said yes to these guys?
Yes,
Are they your best buddies?
I mean, no, actually that whole group right
So
there.
talk to us. Talk to us. None of you are wearing sweatpants, so that's good. Talk to us about that. If that's gonna be your MVP, tell us how that's gonna work.
So we would just go like based on the week. We would tell them like we would get their schedule and see if they have like if they're just going to school for most of the week. We would just select like casual outfits for them and just like based on their wardrobe, we would select out their outfit. But if they had like suppose they had like a meeting or something to go to, we would give them based on that we would give them a different type of outfit, like a shirt and a tie or something like
Okay, now, get more specific. How are you gonna do that?
that. How are we
Are
gonna do
you-
it? So we would literally go to their home and
So you're gonna
check
go
their
into his
closet.
closet.
Yeah, right.
And his dresser drawer is where he's gonna refold everything, right? So that you guys can actually take a look at it.
Yeah.
So in essence, that's the audit that Tim was asking you about, in very non-glamorous words. You're making an inventory of
Yeah.
what's in his closet that's wearable. And so in the world of digital technology, that your customer would be uploading, they would be doing
Yeah.
that audit. For this MVP, you're not gonna spend that
Yeah.
money you don't have.
Right.
You're literally going to do a checklist. So for your MVP, are you gonna be taking photos so you know what matches? So when he tells you, for example, next week, these are the things that are going on in my life. I go to school every day, but I've got these couple things and need your help on that. How are you gonna know?
So we would just go like on a Sunday, I guess, and just select every outfit for the week by just, we were thinking about taking pictures or just doing all the outfits all at once. And, so based on that, we would just like go in there, pick out all the outfits, do like taking pictures of like all the tops and then all the bottom.
So something that you could consider is, get a Google Sheets or an Excel spreadsheet. I know that doesn't sound like it mixes with fashion at this point, but if you're going to make it to that next stage of coding, you're gonna need to be able to have some parameters for your coders. How much data does this need to hold? After you do 7 of these very kind people letting you into their bedroom and closets, you see the typical teenager or college person to be has got 100, 50, 200 pieces of clothing. And so you're gonna need to be able to have a database that can hold a typical teen or college student's closet. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're gonna need to figure out, well, how many, digital file folders do I need?
Right.
And then you're gonna need the ability to mix and match, right? And
Yeah.
these are all photos that are being uploaded, so while it's not even yet the talent of coordinating the clothes, the granimals part of it, it's in a sense just figuring out how much data am I gonna need to hold? So your MVP, how many kind souls?
So
Have you
for
picked
now,
out?
we only have like 5, but I mean, we look
Okay,
to,
that's fine.
we look to get some
So
more.
then walk us through, what are you gonna do with these 5?
So like I said, we would go to their house and then just pick out their outfits for the week by taking photos of the tops and bottoms and putting it all together. And so we would, I guess we would, I don't know if we would give them a like write out a description of what they're gonna wear for the day or just physically just set it out for them. So we still need it.
Can I throw something out there?
Yeah.
When you look at categorizing their clothes,
Uh,
casual, dress, grunge, whatever it is,
Right,
Yeah.
because you're not gonna wanna be on the phone every day or every week or online with them necessarily. What maybe they can add in this categories if they know what, and the schedules change, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's a great point. So in essence, you're educating your
yeah,
client.
and then you're out of it,
Yeah.
okay? You're just collecting the fee. Or if they buy a new piece of clothes, they can upload into what it is, what category we're trying to work.
Yeah.
I'm not having a real good connection as to those 5 consoles that are gonna allow you have you consult with them in terms of their attire and then how you're gonna spend it, the requested funds for an MVP. Help me with that.
Our funds are just basically advertising, not really towards the MVP, they're just more to get our name out there and like.
And then do what? How, you get
Oh,
your name out there?
We
and
also
then-
have we also wanted to have a landing page, like a website, so like it says, the website, you have our, like,
Yeah, how
we
it
were,
works,
we
right?
wanted to, yeah, how it works basically, we wanted to make a video explaining more in depth, like how it actually works, the app actually works, and then, we would, based on like reviews, like from the video and how many views we get on the video, we would, have a comment section suggesting like, ideas for making that better, or also, just if they were interested in buying the app, or would they be willing to like purchase
Okay.
that?
I'm just riffing off of what you guys have shared with me. I would use the experience of those 5 consoles behind me to create the material that you'll need to put on a website. So, secure a week with each one of them, which means in the next 2 weeks before spring break, you guys are gonna really work hard making them fashion do's versus fashion don'ts. Okay, so, split them up, 2 of them the next week, 3 of them the following week, and, take pictures, video yourselves with your cell phone cameras in terms of consultations. Use them then, as long as you provide permission, right? As means to create your video or your Powtoon or whatever it is. And then with the experiences that you had with them, you need to ask questions of, what value did this provide you?
Yeah.
Were you out the door faster? By how much? You went from an hour of trying on half a dozen outfits to what? You were out the door, you only spent 10 minutes, in that decision. I don't know how you want to capture that value. And you could do before and after looks. This was John's regular look, before we were involved. Now look at, this is what he does on a regular basis now. So that's another benefit to consider that you could offer on your website, and then ask for interest, email addresses, something that demonstrates people are willing to trust you with their look. And I think you are gonna want to rethink your $2.99 a month price. That is, you're not gonna,
Get started.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
you're
yeah,
not
so
gonna.
you're saying make it a little higher?
You'll see, you'll
Yeah.
find that out.
You'll find that out. I mean,
Yeah.
back out $60,000 and tell me how,
Yeah.
and that's just the formation, that's
Yeah.
nothing else.
And right to, along with Margarita's point, have some fun with this.
Yeah.
So, I like the before and after photos, right? So you've got before, this person's frumpy looking, they're wearing sweatpants, they've got holes in their t-shirts, and they're not smiling. So bam, now they're smiling and they're looking really good and they're going to school, right? So you can do those before and after, that will be really super important. And then, of course, a lot of those pictures as you're going along and meeting with your clients, right? And how fun of a process that particularly is. But I'm absolutely positive that $2.99 for a 6-month amount of effort, the value that you have will be much larger than that. And then your model may work a little bit better, but you'll find that out, and that's part and parcel of this process. You've come up with some assumptions, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and pivot off those assumptions and then make a better product, right? So.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.